It's a common thing for a guy to think maybe a girl's interested, but actually you're not sure. So you let her go, only to realize later on that, yep, she was definitely interested and you missed your shot. In the list below, we'll lay out 8 of the more subtle ways women use to express interest in you. Once armed with these, you won't have to wonder if maybe she is. You'll know when you've spotted one of the signs and can proceed with her accordingly. 1. Hovering. Hovering is a classic way women have of expressing interest. It's popular with women because of its ambiguity. One big key to how girls show interest is ambiguity. A woman wants to be able to deny that's what it was if anyone catches her. There are 2 variations on the hover itself and the linger. The hover is when a woman intentionally stands near you for more than a few seconds to give you a chance to speak with her. She does this intentionally in the hopes you'll notice and engage her. The linger is when a woman hadn't noticed you, then notices you suddenly as she comes within your range and freezes momentarily. The linger is quick, often only 2 to 4 seconds, and it's not so much intentional as it is unexpected. She pauses a moment to figure out what to do. Whether it's a hover or a linger though, if you get that, "I think she wants to meet me" intuition, you're likely correct when she's looking at you proactively and not as a response to your eyes being all over her, unless you check her out in the sexy way, in which case it may still qualify. 2. Brief touches. Some women are touchy and touch as they talk. Many other women barely touch at all. Separate from both these, one way women express interest that is all but unmistakable is the brief touch. The brief touch happens when a woman touches you, then quickly withdraws her touch. For example, as you talk with her, she briefly puts her fingertips on your forearm to say she agrees with something, then whips those fingertips right off. A quick forearm tap, momentarily picking a piece of lint off you, leaning into you for a second to show you something on her phone, then leaning back away again. All these qualify as brief, tentative forms of touch. Women who like to touch for non-sexual reasons are comfortable allowing their touch to linger. For instance, touchy women who put their hands on you as they talk will tend to leave their hands on you for a few seconds. And women who are already comfortable touching you, like a woman you're 2 hours into an intimate date with, will also leave their hands on you. But if a woman wants to touch you, yet is tentative about touching you more than a split second, odds are good. She uses her touch as a way to express her interest and gauge your reaction to it without being too obvious. 3. Eyebrow flashes. The eyebrow flash is a common way to express interest both men and women use. It's eye-catching, suggestive, and often subtle enough to not notice consciously. Women will use eyebrow flashes with you playfully if you say something funny or suggestive, or if they do. They may also flash their eyebrows to show intrigue in something you say. However, eyebrow flashes also happen unconsciously, if, for instance, she sees a cute guy she likes the look of. Or you reach a moment in the conversation where she realizes, yes, actually, she's interested in you. Keep your eyes open for eyebrow flashes. They're often quick, but they can be dead giveaways she likes you. 4. Lordotic posture. When a woman adopts lordotic posture, sitting or standing with an arched back, her appearance changes in 2 key ways. Her breasts thrust out in front of her, and her buttocks thrusts out behind her. This is not a normal standing or walking position. It's not the most comfortable in the world, and it's not the best for the spine or back muscles. What it is good for is display. Women adopt lordotic posture when they want to be noticed. If a woman adopts lordotic posture while she hovers near you, it's a pretty clear sign she likes you. She's doing it to catch an eye, and if she does it in front of you, odds are your eye is the one she wants to catch. 5. Limb displays. Ever notice how sexy it seems when a woman shows you her wrist, her inner arm, or the inside of one of her legs? There's a reason for that. It's an opening up of vulnerability and a way to signal trust. Women use limb displays naturally with men they feel comfortable with. They will also use limb displays intentionally as a way of expressing their interest. particularly if she does it in a noticeable way. If you're 2 minutes into the conversation with her, say, and all of a sudden she turns her wrist out to face you and exposes her inner forearm, odds are good she's doing it to tell you she's interested. 6. Oh, sorry. Women actually do seem to be clumsier than men, perhaps due to men's brains being more optimized for motor skills. However, when a woman bumps into you, drops something on you, or knocks into you, it isn't always an accident. Sometimes it's just a way to get you to pay attention to her. There are 2 ways women get clumsy around you because they're interested. The first is when it's intentional. She wants to meet you, so she knocks into you. But the other is when she's so flustered around you she just becomes accidentally clumsy, or she crashes into your table at the cafe as she gets up after you've already caught her stealing glances at you. Either way, if you think she's cute, it doesn't take much effort to ask her a few things about her when she stumbles into you, or pay her a genuine compliment and see how she reacts when she's all thumbs around you. 7. Doe eyes. When her eyes are locked onto yours like glue, and she does the little head movements while she keeps her eyes fixed on yours, with her eyelids open wide and her mouth in that focused, concentrated, about-to-pounce way, she's giving you doe eyes. Women use doe eyes in all sorts of ways. Sometimes they use them jokingly, or sometimes to beg, or mock-beg a man to do something. However, if a girl starts to stare at you this way in the midst of your conversation, it's nearly always because she's feeling very attracted. Something you said, something you did, it had that effect on her, and doe eyes are the result. When she gives you those eyes, you know you're in good shape. 8. Laugh, smile, shrugging. Women may shrug as they laugh or smile at you as a way to express interest. When a woman wants to shrug something off when she is not interested, she'll often look away as she shrugs. Or she may maintain eye contact but not smile or laugh. Smiling and laughing, plus shrugging, plus eye contact, tends to serve as a much more intimate shrug. Women often use this shrug to hint to you it's time to stop asking questions and move things to the next stage of the courtship. There are all sorts of ways women express interest. Some are obvious, like when a woman plays with her hair, or laughs at every one of your jokes, or pelts you with questions. Others not as much so. The key thing for you is to keep your eyes peeled for these signs. Then, when you pick up on one or more, provided you like the girl, don't hem and haw, pounce on her instead. She wants you to pounce too. If she didn't, she wouldn't have signaled it.